Oh, we're coming back. I'm sorry, we lost power for a second. Oh, we're coming back. I'm sorry, we lost power for a second. So yeah, I felt like I wasn't doing well. I wasn't keeping people alive. And there was a couple of people that they said some things that did kind of hurt my feelings a bit and really shook my confidence as a healer. So I took a break then from healing again, and I was trying to figure out how to get better because I was watching tutorials, I was watching the breakdowns from, POVs, because some people were like, oh, you just need to click faster. And, I would sit there and I'm like, if, my spell is gray, I can't use it yet. So there's only so much that you can click. And then, of course, as a healer, you have to watch out for your mana, and I don't want to lose all my mana. So I really couldn't figure out what my issue was. And we went from, I think my versatility was really high. And that was, you can't help that sometimes because the gear that was dropping for me literally was all versatility. And then it became a joke that I was never going to get haste and mastery. I was only going to have versatility. I'm like, well, I'd be really set for PvP. But, we kind of kept at it. I kept doing the raids. I am always the last healer on the totem pole. So whenever they have to call people when they're working on progression, I am the first one that they look at. Uh, in my defense, though, I am really good with mechanics. I am usually not one of the people that dies because I am on a really nice computer, so I can actually see stuff now. Alright, let's see. Can we get midnight today? But it can be depressing when you're trying really hard and your numbers are just not there. So a good friend of mine who is in a more competitive guild, because I'm in a more casual one, and I am totally fine with that, was looking at the logs that I was sending them. Nope, mantle. And they literally came to the conclusion that I just wasn't popping some of my cooldowns, I guess like at a better time that I could be to up my numbers. And we do have technically a sniping issue, which I didn't even know was a thing at first, what sniping was. And they're like, you need to be more selfish with your healing. And I think that's where my issue is going to be because I'm not going to be selfish about healing. To me, the whole point is being a team, and I'm going to be there for the team. I want to keep everybody alive. I want people to get their gear, and I want to down the bosses. And if that means that I'm going to be last in the healing totem pole, that's something I plan to live with. So let's go on my hunter now. So I honestly did create the hunter to give myself some relief that I was feeling with my druid. It became a joke that I was just an okay healer. It was something I came up with. It's not something that someone else said that was kind of mean or nasty. I literally came up with it. Where I was like, I was decent, and now I'm just okay. But another friend of mine who also plays a hunter was telling me about how fun the hunter can be. And maybe I just needed a little change of scenery with WoW. So I was like, you know what? I do like Beast Mastery. And again, I am a completionist, and you can go around and tame different animals and make them a companion. And I thought that was really awesome. So I was like, not only can I go mount hunting, but I'm now companion hunting. So I've been having a lot of fun doing that. I do plan to, I don't think I will stream live when I do raids and stuff, but I will record it and do voiceovers for it. And that's more one for the privacy of the guild, because I don't know how they would feel about being recorded and the audio being in there. Also, again, a lot of us are prior military, and civilians, I feel like, kind of forget about this, but we have a really dark sense of humor. Um, and I don't want to make people uncomfortable. Part of the fun of raids is that you can joke with each other about stuff and not worry about today's beautiful cancel culture coming after you. Not saying that people are mean or they're saying really horrible stuff about people, but you know, when you're close with others, you like to joke with them, and sometimes the jokes are a little dark. I'm not going to say sorry about that because that's just how we are and we love each other. But again, for their own privacy, I will not have any of that. So I'll have the visual for everybody, but not the audio. Same thing with dungeons. I think if I go off on my own and look for a group to do some dungeons, I will probably stream it. But if I am with friends or if I'm with guild members, I won't do a live stream, especially without their permission, and not have audio for that. Because again, part of it is to have fun with your friends and not have to worry about every little thing that you say could be, you know, held against you in this beautiful internet world that's going on right now. Where something that is not offensive, somebody will find offensive in some part of the world. And it's just not, you know, a good thing. The whole point of this stream is for people to come on here and enjoy the content that they're looking at without feeling upset about something. And that's something I don't want to do to people, is to upset people or insult them or say something that could possibly come across that way. So we're just going to avoid that by just not having it. But I promise we will show me trying to heal, because that is honestly, you know, part of the point of this stream. Hopefully some people can give pointers to maybe why I'm not doing as well as other people. It could be something as simplistic as that I'm just not hitting the cooldowns fast enough or at the most accurate time. I do have elitism helper because I do understand that it is not always the healer's fault as much as people like to say it is. If you're standing in stuff, I obviously can't save you if you keep standing in it. So I do enjoy elitism helper because that will pop up and let people know of the damage that has been done to them that they could have prevented. So that way when people try to blame you, you can be like, well, you see all this over here. You could have survived if you know, did the mechanics right. Like, I think it was Plaguefall, where we were having issues with people because of the little bloodworms. They were letting them touch people, and obviously that will help kill you, and they weren't taking out the ads. And it's like, well, it's not on the healer for that. DPS has to kill these ads. And that was something I had to learn as a healer because when I first came on the scene, I thought my whole job was to only heal and that's it. And then learn when I was doing keys and stuff that no, the healer should be helping with DPS. So that was kind of a new thing for me. Again, I came in Pandaria, so give me a little grace of stuff that people have known their entire lives of playing WoW. Yes, I did get Sundancer last week. I was very excited. I don't know if it's really accurate, but a lot of people were saying that if you are the person who has both buffs and you get Sundancer down, and then the team takes out Sundancer within 5 minutes, it's a 100% drop rate for the person that got him down. So I made my own group, and I got fortunate enough that people wanted to join because that is an issue sometimes. You're trying to get stuff done, and I guess it's just bad timing or nobody wants to do it right at that time, whatever it is. But I got lucky. There was a lot of people that jumped in, and I was able to get them out. I think it was me and 3 other people out of 15 were given them out. But don't quote me because I don't exactly remember the amount of people that were in the group. But I want to say it was about 15. And I was a little sad because I feel like I used up all my luck last week. Because I did get a lot of mounts. I was excited because I did get Quick Hoof. And I did get the Friendly Alpaca. I did not get Molly yet. Dune Gorger did not drop him for me. So in 6 weeks, we get to try again when they come back around. So fingers crossed on that. I might make another alt so that I have 3 to give it a go, but I haven't decided yet. Yes, I love playing Horde. I don't like playing Alliance. I always like being the bad guy, and I feel like Alliance is too goody two-shoes. You know, for anyone who's played Mass Effect, you could choose the Paragon or Vanguard. And I did the Paragon playthrough first because I felt like the route that you took was so cheesy and I hated everything that Shepard had to say as a Paragon. So I was like, let me just get this achievement out of the way and I'll never have to be good again. And it was the same thing with like the achievement of beating the game with, I think his name was Caden. Let me look that up again. Yeah, Caden. I felt like he was so terrible and I wanted to kill him off. But you have an achievement that you beat the game as he's one of your companions. So I was like, all right, let me do one playthrough with him and then I'm going to kill him off every time. Because I was horrible and I like slept with everybody in that game. Which reminds me of when I played Fable 3 I think it was, and like the more people you slept with, like the more STDs you got, and it had in the little information like how many STDs you got and all that. And I think it also assisted with making you more evil. I can't remember at the top of my head. But I had a system with Fable. So like I spent I'd say a good hour, I think, being a blacksmith to get money, and then I bought up a couple of the different houses and stuff. And then I would leave the game alone for a couple of weeks because, like money accrued even if you weren't playing the game. And then I would come back and buy up the rest of the houses, and then I would jack up all the rent prices so everyone hated me, but I was making like really good money so that I didn't have to do any more work for like the rest of my life. And then I could just play the game how I wanted. And I think I would leave it alone for like another week to build up my assets more, and then I just could do whatever I wanted. I think I had like 12 wives. It was crazy. And again, completionist, I worked really hard to get all of the gargoyles in the game, and I love the gargoyles. For those that didn't play Mass Effect, YouTube it, like they insult you. It's hysterical. And they have like this really awesome Scottish accent while they're making fun of you. Or Irish. Don't hate me for those that, they're like, it's not Scottish, it's Irish. So we'll see if Nalak will drop. We might get lucky. We got one mount today. Let's see if we can get another. And if you see behind me, Babu finally laid down in his bed, and then we have our Chihuahua Rose. She's in the next bed. They don't particularly like each other. Um, Sometimes they're good, like right now they're behaving really nicely, which I appreciate. But they can act like horrible teenagers, and they fight with each other, and then we have to separate everybody. And then everyone gets kicked out of the room until everyone calms down. We do have a pug, but he is by the cat tree. Let's see, we'll go this way, and you can see him a little bit right there. And we do have another cat, Miki, but I think she's sleeping out in the living room right now. I think the boss should be popping soonish. I at least hope he will. And that we didn't miss him. We have to wait like another 15 minutes before he pops again. I did make the mistake one time of not turning war mode off, and I came over here and the Alliance like butchered me. So I won't make that mistake again. I've been having terrible RNG this whole expansion. I do plan to probably go to Maldraxxus to try and get some mounts there. I've only been having small tiny luck in Ardenweald, but everybody else, other than me getting Sundancer, has been horrible. I was going for the different shards in Bastion, but there's a couple that are a pain in the butt to get. And since we are getting closer to 9.1, I was like, I might as well just wait for flying, and then I can just fly and get them. So I got hands, No mount this week. We'll have to try again next week. So last thing we'll do before we end the stream, I'll try to get midnight on my hunter. You can hear my pug behind us. He gets a little snorty. He's been like me. We've had really bad allergies this whole week. This morning I did not sleep well last night because I just felt like I got punched in the face. So excuse me if you hear me sniffling and sound a bit congested. So we're gonna head back over and see if we can get midnight. I have been getting a lot of the mounts that you have to grind for on my hunter. I don't know why my druid's been getting like the kind of the automatic ones or the ones you can get via the rating achievements. But actually farming, I try on my druid, I don't get it, and I'll go on my hunter and I'll get it. Like last week, I was really excited. I've never gotten a mount like on the first time of trying for it before, and I actually got the Azir Drake on my first one. And I think I posted a picture of him in my bag on my Instagram because I just got very excited about it. And yes, I took the time to go out of my way to Netherwing, and I think it took me 2 months to get the ret needed and to do all the quest lines to get all the drakes. Now I know some people call them ugly because they are the older style drake. You know, you look at him, you're like, oh, look at him. And then he's a bit derpy looking. I love derpy looking mounts, so I have no regrets of the time I put in. And I don't know why I got excited every time I would find one of the eggs in the different what do you call it? Mine shafts. But that's also, I think, part of the reason why I burnt myself out really bad. Because I would be getting up at like 3 in the morning so that I could get these eggs before other people were coming online to go for it too. It was that, and I would get up at 2, 3 in the morning so that I could get these dire horns. And I got 3 out of the 4. I need to get the amber one. I will get it one day. I just haven't, I've done enough where I was like, oh man, I worked so hard going to the 7 different areas to kill the Warbringers. And I needed a break from doing that. And it was hard too because a lot of people don't want to be in a group for whatever reason. It could be that they just think that they won't get the mount or they have a higher chance of just doing it on their own. And I'm not going to apologize for being able to tag them quicker on my druid or even the hunter. And there were a couple times where I got the mount and I was like, he should have been in my group. I did get lucky with the alpaca, like elusive quick hoof. I went out of my way to look at all the different areas that he could pop up. And I made a group no one wanted to join the group. And I was kind of really sad about it. I was like, this is not going to go in my favor. Because, let's see. Not you. You. You go in Vol'dun and like, it goes all the way in different areas that he can show up. And I found him about in this area. So I got crazy lucky. I put on my timer and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to get this on my own. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to do it. And I was ready to get offline for the day because I was doing other stuff. And I think it was like hour 2. It was like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. And this person messaged me and they're like, hey, I'm finishing up some stuff and then I'm going to join your group. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait a little bit longer. Not even a minute later, he popped up on the pathway. And I felt really bad because the person that whispered to me was not even close. He wasn't going to make it. But I was able to get him. So I was happy. I was like, well, here's the timer. This is how long I waited when he popped. I think it's like every 3 to 4 hours, I believe. Yeah. Approximately 3 to 4 hours he'll spawn, and then he should stay up for 10 minutes before despawning. So the last thing we're going to do for this stream for this morning is hopefully get Midnight on my alt. When I get off, I'm gonna go to the Maw and get my dailies done. I'm also going to go to Ardenweald. I can't show you on this because I'm on my alt, but I'm gonna go on the Anima Conductor so that I can Court of the Night work on that because there's 2 mounts that I plan to. I have to get another 10,000 anima to get those mounts, and I just updated the Queen's Conservatory, so I have to start all over again. I'm only on level 3. I know I gotta get it. People were saying you could get the mounts in the conservatory starting, I believe, at level 2. But a lot of people were saying you have better luck just waiting for level 5. So I will go to level 5. Alright, we're on Mythic, so that's good. The other thing I hate about the Hunter is I wish cheetah cooldown was faster so that I can run faster. Because I feel like it takes forever to get through here on the Hunter. Alright. So kind of circling back a bit on the streaming. I in part wanted to do the stream, one to, because they tell you when you're trying to get better at healing, it's good to record yourself, and then you can play it back and watch, the different things that are going on and catch maybe what you did wrong, what you missed, sort of stuff. And then the other part is I love mount hunting. And I absolutely love watching people's streams or people's videos of them getting them out. Like, I was watching Hazelnutty when she was going for Midnight, and I think it was like her 4,000th kill or something like that when it finally dropped for her. And I was so excited because it was so cool to watch. It's like you get invested in seeing people succeed. And I was like, I absolutely love mount hunting, and I kind of wanted to share that too where, you're able to get mounts and people can see that one, it is possible. It's not impossible because it feels that way sometimes when you've been kind of rejected by the RNG gods with it. And then to finally see that mount pop up and is put in your bag is such a sweet victory. Sometimes bittersweet when you come up on those really long. Oh, you're so lucky. It looks like a guildie got midnight. You're so lucky. Death Charger. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, did he get Ice Crown? Oh, he's so lucky. That's awesome. Such a lucky duck. Oosh. But that's what I mean when you see stuff like that pop up, you get so excited for people, and it's even better when you can like see it visually when they get it. We'll eventually go for that one. I don't have those. Especially Invincible. That's gonna take, I feel like, forever. A friend of mine has been trying to get him forever, and it hasn't dropped yet. But he can't really talk much because he got Midnight a couple weeks ago. So be thankful for what you have. But I understand. He's been trying to get Invincible since the Lich King first came out. So I understand the frustration. It's been quite a long time. It stinks. Because I think... oh, I guess it doesn't show it on here. I will be going for this guy soon enough. And my one friend has the Time Lost Protodrake. I will try to go for that one day. I'm gonna get him after I'm done with merrymaking, because I just finished all the bonfires and stuff, so that's done. But I need to get him. I do want to kill Scotty so that I can get him. I'm trying to remember. Oh yes, I finally got him. It took me 153 kills. But I was very excited when he finally dropped. see if he'll drop for us today. Yes, that is my pug. He's a bit of a snorter behind me. He does have bad allergies, so we have to give him Benadryl sometimes to help him out. Alright, let's go for him. Nope, got the mantle. We will try again next week. So hopefully I don't mess this up again. I plan to stream again next weekend at 7 till 8. Yeah, hopefully I won't mess it up and it'll work and it won't just be me talking to myself and not recording anything next time. But at least we had a little bit more that I was able to show today. And we got one mount, so I really can't complain. So we'll keep trying, and I have my beautiful list of different mounts I'm gonna go for. I was gonna show me trying to get the long forgotten hippogriff, but you know, it got messed up. It's a little bit later in the day. Stuff like that I like to do really early before a lot of people come online, and it's easier. That's the one that you have to go to Azuna and hope that other people haven't taken the crystals already. And then you have to get all 5 crystals, and then it's 100% drop rate for him. So I might try that one next week to start off. And then come back and go through again Shaw of Anger and Nalak and try to get Midnight. But I hope y'all have a great day and a great rest of your week. And yeah, y'all take care.